amigo, me da la... Tipo, no sé por qué me da la sensación de que es un sueño, boludo. Qué locura, no puedo creer, tipo, que estoy literalmente leyendo en YouTube 9Z versus G2, amigo. ¿What? ¿Pueden creer que, tipo, 9Z en términos estadísticos, no sé cómo se dice, pero en términos resultadísticos, 9Z es más que FaZe, gente. FaZe quedó afuera contra G2 ayer. Y FaZe es el anterior top 1. Que bueno, 9Z ya se cogió a Mouse. Pero si hubiese cogido también a FaZe, sinceramente. Porque ayer FaZe se fue estompeadísimo con G2. 9Z G2, amigo. Esto es historia, boludo. En una semifinal de un torneo tier S, culiao. What? Yo estoy flipando, amigo, te juro.
Playing with Stewie.
Estoy flipando.
I think they are playing with low pressure. They are making work, so I think it will be a funny match as well.
I'm not sure if it's going to be hard to play this against this aggressive style, because I think the thing is going to make them the strongest is the mental coming from them.
The other teams should be scared of us because we don't have nothing to lose. We came to this tournament for all.
Qué linda, Luru.
Playing in front of this crowd, there's really like no words that can explain. The fact that I can come back 2 years later, have the result I'm having right now even, almost the entire arena cheer for me.
Denle un poco de comida a ese pibe, viejo, está re flaco.
I wouldn't say I'm settled in G2. I think I'm a good fit for them. I just slot in. I'm trying to do my best for them. I'm trying to contribute as much as I can. Hopefully in the end we can take this trophy home. Man, I can play in front of this crowd every single day. Every single day.
Mirá las ojeras de ese pibe. Miren esto, viejo. Sáquenle un screenshot. 9Z contra G2, amigo. Wow.
What's up, Dallas?
Sáquenle un screenshot, amigo. Qué locura.
What a matchup we have before us. Before this event began, no one would expect these two teams to be facing off here and now, with one of them destined for our grand final.
Wow.
It's the underdog of all underdogs, the lowest seed coming into this tournament against a team with a stand-in making it all the way with Stewie 2K in 2024.
¿Tú qué? ¿Es tú qué? ¿Quién es ese?
Well,
no lo conozco.
Expect the unexpected.
Yo conozco a
because
Max,
it's time to welcome your first team into the arena, onto this stage, the pride of South America. It's 9Z Global!
Clap, clap, clap,
9Z come to Dallas, they take it by storm, and here they want to keep that going.
Clap,
They're newer
clap,
to
clap,
the
clap.
international stage, taking out some Titans to book their well-deserved ticket. Mouse, the
Historia,
number 1
amigo.
ranked
Wow.
team in the world. Vitality, top 4.
Historia, historia, gente.
For a potential rematch.
Historia, viejo.
Yeah, and it's just a day away. We're not even that
Qué
far
locura,
away from it,
amigo.
Josh. Scary stuff if you're G2, or maybe not. Either way, 9Z right now, they've got the mojo, they've got the magic.
Wow, amigo. Estoy flipando, amigo, te juro.
Well, I'm already hearing the chants here in the arena, so perhaps this next team needs no introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway. The squad with a man no one expected to see, but he's here nonetheless, the pride of North America. It's G2!
Ponme la pija, G2.
Yeah, you heard that bird screeching. Well, ain't no screeching about this one. They're going to be screaming to the rafters, Yanko.
It's been a dream run, Trace. We thought yesterday, okay, it's been nice. Still, you're going to have your one game, but FaZe is going to take you down. No, they come in, they obliterate FaZe. They have a game here against 9Z to make it into the grand final, and just look at this support for Stewie and the G2 squad. One win away from the grand final.
Yeah, incredible stuff here to come in the form that they did, the fashion that they did, and then to have that 7th man. I'm not going to say the 6th man. The 7th man is this audience. Let's find out.
It's almost time to get this matchup underway. But first, we're going to need a little bit of a fist bump here from the captains. You guys are the surprise of the tournament. Are you ready for this match?
Qué lindo.
Yeah, we are very excited to be here in Dallas. We need to enjoy the moment and play good CS.
And Nico, did you ever expect to be an NA team?
No, to be honest, no, but it feels damn great.
I'd say they think you are. Gentlemen, please take your computers. It's time to get this game underway. And folks, everybody here in the arena,
Quiero tomarme un segundo, ¿ok? Gente, si estás viendo este video, viví el momento, ¿ok? Disfruten el momento. Esto es historia, boludo. Esto es historia, ¿ok? Vivan el momento, ¿ok? Quiero que se rescaten de que estamos acá, hoy contra G2, ¿ok? Vivan el momento. Ya mufé al Borussia, no voy a mufar a 9Z, ¿ok? Vivan el momento. Recuerden lo que les digo. Live the moment.
Yesterday, it was loud as hell in here, and I don't think today is going to be any different. Although you did have to decipher between are they booing, are they stewing? We didn't know, but we have an answer now for sure.
Absolutely, Trace. They're stewing. And I think you can see the grin on Nico's face, you know, hearing the output of support here in NA for his team. And yeah, I think we talk a lot about the atmosphere and the stage, and Stewie hasn't been here for a couple of years. 9Z players have never been here.
Yep.
This is all new for them, so it's going to be a lot about managing your emotions and focusing on the game.
I think that's one of the things that Max said in the interview pre-match as well, is that, you know, controlling their emotions in the game. And when I was looking at their gameplay, it didn't look like they had any issues with it. So maybe he's addressing the crowd, maybe he's addressing something else that we haven't been able to see through the team play. But it's going to be an interesting match, a good one, I think.
It is, and this is probably at this point, we talk about endurance, but usually in different lights. Yanko, you painted a picture that 9Z have never been here before. And for the other side, if we look at G2, yeah, they've got some experience on stages, but at the same time under new confines. They've got Nico running the show over there. But then you look at 9Z just trying to do what they've been doing right and to keep that flow here.
That's going to be really hard, Trace, because this is what you're going to have to deal with. Imagine Stewie comes in, wins a 1v1 clutch, or gets a spray down, and the crowd goes wild, right? It's easy to take a timeout and say, hey, guys, forget about it, you know, let's focus on our own game, let's keep playing, but it gets under your skin, right? That's why we talk about experience. That's how we talk about Counter-Strike becomes a completely different game on stage, and nothing can prepare you for it. You just need to get through those games, and it's going to be tough for 9Z.
Yep, and that means a semifinal is upon us. It is time to get into the game.
It's one hell of an exciting prospect, this one. I've been looking forward to it all day, Chad. The fact that 9Z have been taking down the world number 1, the world number 3, G2 making mincemeat out of FaZe yesterday with Stewie as a standard. I just do not know what to expect coming into this semi-final.
Dallas has been a wild ride so far, and that goes for both of the names in the server today. I don't think that's going to stop, so strap yourself in. This one's going to get wild.
Wow.
You heard the devs discussing it as well, questioning whether or not the Vertigo float, whether giving G2 the opportunity to play on Inferno. Is that going to be something that you put thought into as well? Is Inferno giving G2 too much?
Look, I definitely think there's a comfortable veto for G2 considering what we've seen from them in this tournament, right? With this man right here on your screen, he's getting more and more comfortable on these very maps, but 9Z must have known this one was coming, must have been heavily prepared for it. As far as their international competition goes on Inferno, not too much to really delve into, and that could be a scary prospect for G2, but we're going to do the quote-unquote play our own game, and I think that's going to go for both of these teams today.
Well, 9Z have been playing their own game, right? World rank 40, as it currently stands by HLTV.org. They're coming into this tournament, and you were talking to me about Chengdu. That was just yesterday. It feels like it anyway, and a different set of results for 9Z.
9Z last place IEM Chengdu to guarantee top 4 at IEM Dallas with the chance to make it into the grand final and take on Vitality, a team they've already beaten. Excuse me?
Oh God, okay.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm here to watch. I'm very excited to see what 9Z can lay down. I'm intrigued if things shift now. Do things change? Now you've gotten this far. You've had some days to stew on it. Think about it. That momentum you built up over the group stages. You secure a full bye straight to the semi-final. You've been watching the games, and now you're in front of the crowd. We just heard. This is the first for Uruguay. This is the first for their countrymen, Latin America, on the semi-final stage of the Intel Extreme Masters, and they're up against the Samurai. It's G2, and it's G2's turf up first. Inferno, where we started. And let's see if 9Z can keep up that momentum, put up a fight against the likes of Monacy and Nico.
And momentum is something that G2 are going to look to run with. The fact you have Stewie, who is one of these instinct-based players, going to be looking for every gap and will be even more emboldened with the antics with the crowd behind him.
We got two Cowboys in the circle for the CT side. 9Z equipped Martinez and Max with the dual Beretta Kevlar combo.
Well, no surprise to see G2 heading towards Banana. Their T sites on this map have felt like they're only playing for one bomb site. 3 players from 9Z. Pressure over towards top mid. You saw that setup, but it will be a B finish. There's a molly available, 2 smokes and flashes. Expecting to see a standard execute CT, coffins, and the molly to new box.
Double smoke lands. And second flash, of course it's Stewie, leading by example into the site, got to clear his corners. At the back of the site they link, and it's Buddha. Takes Stewie down, empty-handed for G2, but that's what they wanted to see. G2, that's the trades. Sure, he goes down fast, but the site is theirs, and likely the round to follow as well. Nothing from Max on the dual Berettas this time.
All right, well, let's see what damage they can find on the way out the door. If the bomb's down, this will be G2's round, unless Martinez, the Spaniard, can do something nuts. It looks like he's going to want to back off and try and hold on to this Kevlar.
I saw a conversation on Twitter about what Stewie's bringing to this G2 roster, and one of the stats that was presented is how often his death is traded. Over 50% of the time on his T-side rounds, he is being traded immediately, which is a lot of space, I imagine.
That's one of the things, right? When we talk about entry fraggers, it's great if they get that opening kill, but a bit more old school definition was just moving those crosshairs and trying to allow your teammates to get into better positions to win those duels. Martinez, run, and you can hide, so it holds on to the dualies. That's the Kev. And the fist bump comes in, first round for G2.
Stewie saying in the interviews, I want to prove I can still hang at this level. And I mean, in the semi-final, it's already surpassed many's expectations.
The game against FaZe was ridiculous. That's not necessarily, driven by Stewie. It is more so by Monacy and Nico. But the fact that Stewie's able to contribute as a functioning member of this team, so far it's so good. Let's see how far they can push this story. Now, force spike for 9Z going into the second round of play. MP9, some upgraded pistols, a FAMAS for Martinez based off of that saved Kev. No rush for G2. But they're going to get this banana control for free. Couple mollies will confirm that. Very deep, and Flash keeps Stewie on his toes.
Easy.
Initial joust, but gets away.
Off health. No secret, they want to fight for top banana. Some chip damage from the HE, but it's going to be Martinez with the save Kevlar FAMAS to draw fast blood here.
G2 have struggled in these type of rounds in the tournament, even when the opponent has much less than what we're seeing with 9Z's investment. The anti-ecos or anti-forces for G2 have been, I think rubbish would be a fair word to define it.
Yeah, and there can be quite a science to handling that kind of buy. You have an understanding as to what your opponent's options are.
Cuando dropean el arma se escucha cuando cae al piso, boludo.
Nothing more threatening than an AK-47 into the second.
Sé que se escucha cuando recargan, pero no sé si cuando se dropea el arma se escucha. Creo que sí,
looks like they're going contact first, so Max should drop this smoke.
Bien, lo vio. Bien,
blow it over with Nexa. Nexa can clear this with the HE.
Time sensitive now. We've got 37 for G2 to try and get that bomb down.
25 segundos
in the sky.
Para que entren al site.
Double coffin smoke. That might be a bit of an oversight. Get the CT1 down. Here we go. 25.
25 segundos para que entren al site.
He's got DGT, but even a
rompen smoke.
In. They have the bodies here.
Adentro, sentado por Buda.
It's Buddha. With that retrieve Galil.
Sentado por DGT in the corner.
No way. 5 alive.
Buen primer round. Adentro. Adentro. Conozcan la verga Argentina.
Someone else should probably go and make the compilation of the second rounds that they've
lost
in this tournament. There have been some miserable ones, and as far as that one goes, not the most egregious by any stretch of the imagination. It was actually a full investment from 9Z. We've seen them lose to a Scout and Glocks. We've seen them lose to a Glock and a Flash.
That's right, the Flash. Oh, but the Flash.
You can't forget about that Flash in Martinez. He loves the way that one feels. G2 down to a force of their own.
Hostia,
we weren't so lucky we didn't get to cast much 9Z during the group stage, but we definitely heard them, didn't we? I mean, the celebrations, the energy they brought to Dallas has been electrifying. It's hard not to kind of, cheer for a team so passionate. Right now, that passion is translating into success. It's a lovely work from Buddha. He's not shying away from an engagement. You want to fight? Let's fight.
Comiendo choto argentino.
That banana space. That's going to be one of the questions about this T side for G2.
What happens if they can't win banana?
You have to think about some of the earlier matches And we were winning with hero AKs or dropped AKs in the second rounds, good trades, and then 2v2 post plants.
Lo escucho.
Bien. It's going to be overlooked completely, and there's Creamy Moses in the crowd.
Another US favorite.
A cultural icon. A cultural icon is Creamy Mo. Charge your phone.
Se viene.
G2, 1.
Well, likely to be 3-1 in a moment's time. G2 will have to stomach a bit of a full eco going into the next.
La verga Argentina,
This is a great way to steady the nerves for 9Z.
Querría que la verga Argentina,
dice that feels pretty miserable.
Dame un poquito más.
Force immediately and then deal with their force, and now you get to just hold at arm's length this full eco.
Well, if the desk and my color commentator are both aware of G2's penchant for B, as a CT side, when you're putting your resources into a second round force, you're probably going to lean towards the second letter of the alphabet, and I imagine that simplification of things has led to some early successes.
It's going to be when the guns come out for both teams. We see what Stewie and Nico are able to get away with in Banana.
True.
And then we have to ask ourselves for Hunter and Nex are going to take any chances over towards Boiler and Halls, because they need to apply some pressure over towards A.
So it looks like it's PASO Peak who's going to be kind of picked upside with DGT in tow.
Yankee de mierda.
You don't give anything away.
He is giving them a fight. A lot of bodies there. PASO Peak has support. Look at that team play. Not a single body dropping.
That's 3 rounds in a row without a single kill from G2.
Yep.
3-1.
To forget what it feels like.
Their force, the force back, and then a full eco. And you don't take a single casualty. That is a great way. Don't we all?
It's a new smoke mechanic.
Oh, don't we all?
We're all learning how it works.
Some are better than others. All right, the AK's out, G2. This is where we need to see us start making a dent. Next up, and Stewie yet to frag, but understandably so. There's only 4 in total for G2 at this point. 3 players over towards B for 9Z for this space. Deep flash, not a smoke.
Let's go, 9Z.
Look at the trading utility already.
Let's go, 9Z.
Large investment of resources from both sides.
They're just walking straight up mid, so this is definitely not banana related.
Yeah, and they've gone and found the gap. This is going to be a jump
pasan
scare for PASO Peak.
Sin miedo al éxito.
Martinez as well with him.
DGT's on the way, not far now.
Yeah, he's responsible for the arch side. Martinez, oh no, PASO Peak's got down. Hunter, he's found a fantastic opening, and now it collapses for 9Z. As easy as that for G2, and some balls on Hunter. You were asking questions of whether he'd take some initiative in space. There's example and exhibit A.
Yeah, perfect work, and you can see they're expecting their mid-smoke to be respected. The T's throughout the one that allows the lurk through either towards long or short side. They
guardar,
to be defensive.
Cada cosa en su lugar.
They pip the gap, and you can see that rotation just had no idea it was possible, or at least weren't expecting that timing. So well done from G2. Very simple round, and impact from Hunter.
So yeah, the B util, and they threw enough, G2 that is, that it kept the CTs under the impression that it was going to be just another day in the B side offense.
You're holding them a car, right? It's always going to be, especially because they didn't opt to go all in. I think what they were hoping to do was layer their utility. That's why they started with a flash.
Right.
All right, we flash first, and then we'll drop the smoke. You know, whereas you have insta timings or you have spawn timings with those smokes.
3-2.
They just wanted to try and have a little bit better utility economy in that round. Oda might be in trouble, mate. He might be in a lot of trouble.
I'm assuming that's a meme, okay? Like, I only just understood fun flom. Apparently they don't actually hate flom.
Really?
No, apparently it's, it means they love it.
They love flom?
Yeah, apparently.
Can't quite believe that.
I know, I just thought everyone was being really nasty about Eric.
We like Eric.
Yeah, he's cool.
Well, we like aggression.
Oh, I do. Hello, DGT, what are you up to?
Agresividad.
That's a T smoke throw now.
Do ya? You do.
Hang on, he's doing it. This is an iconic maneuver.
Bien DGT in the corner.
And Nexa shot in the back of the head.
Se la hizo, se la hizo.
Can't believe that one. He's probably still processing it as Monacy looks to Scarpa to provide a trade, but damage is done. He disappears.
Se la hizo.
Smoke is fading. Nico's his next challenge. And
Lo viste.
He has the jump on Nico, but you've got to wake up very early in the morning if you want to catch Nico off guard.
Oof, that's telling me that he thinks they're really just stuck around Banana, but nobody's home at the moment for G2. They've actually spread, fanned out, made sure that there's no more leaks over towards second middle.
Okay, el loguito de Face Clan.
Yeah, I love that from DGT.
En el AK-47 de Nico.
They call that one the Escobar.
Banana, literalmente una banana, un póster de una banana. ¿Lo viste? Ay, no lo puedo creer.
Brought down to 15, a little bit of team damage. Chipping away at Max.
Qué mal que salió esa,
but the pressure's been applied and G2 look elsewhere.
Sam still had a lot of mid presence.
Muy un Lucky.
but there's more than enough time for G2 to opt with the pivot. Monacy, he has a smoke, a flash, a molly. He could apply pressure to the lurk smoke balcony, maybe molly towards pit. Doesn't want to finish Ayrton. Nico's the one tasked with faking or holding this banana presence. Needs to get past Max, spotted on the jump.
Let's go, 9Z.
Pressure is really being applied to Huaso Peak and Buddha. Oh no! It's only Huaso Peak here now, and they know where he is. He does find the trade onto Monacy. That's the bomb peak.
Buenísimo. Perdieron bomba. Recarga, corazón, por favor.
From Martinez still lingers onto Stu. And another victim for Huaso Peak. A triple kill in defense of his site. Nico's got no time. He's got some Max. He's hiding out in the library. And it's a 4th for 9Z.
The crosshair right
Bien. No sé contar. No sé contar. No sé contar.
The round will go to 9Z. And that is a huge triple from the pit. Can't be understated the importance of that, especially with Buddha going down with such ease. Monacy just deletes him.
Come pija chilena.
Started.
Burro, Shanky.
Huaso Peak who finished. This is fantastic. Not getting isolated. He's the one getting the pick the jewels in his timing, and that's an important round. Should be happy with that one.
I mean, that's going to affirm some confidence as well. You're going to feel more conviction in your pit holds, knowing he's responsible for a multi-kill that's brought home a 4.
Ok, shooteando al humo. El imbécil que le dice fútbol al fútbol americano, le dice soccer al fútbol. Alto bot.
Some misthrown pieces. As Max stuck behind car. Needs to be quite careful. He doesn't have any support right now. He also doesn't have any utility, so unless there's
buena utilidad del equipo de G2.
Oh, there is, Chad. He's just picked up 3 different grenades.
Okay, well, at least that's going to be able to bolster the defense as we see
okay.
how fortified top middle currently is. Trying to read a different finish from G2, and they haven't really been that banana-centric. Now, whether that's because 9Z's been aggressive and making them change their tune.
Nice
buen daño, muy buen daño.
Susceptible to those M4s now. 1 bullet would do it.
Bien,
smoke dropped at 50.
Buenísimo. Ok, rotan. Buenísimo, le salió bien a Maxi. Están todos en B. Pero rotan a A, donde están todos esperando.
You don't even know what's home. If you go back and try some mid control, you're in for a world of hurt as long as 9Z sticks to their guns.
Se quedó en B.
They park him. Martinez.
Ok, los viste.
Try and draw fire. Safe from the flames. They don't molly both.
Bien.
Elevation.
Sin skin del out.
25. What's going on here?
20 segundos.
Max and Buddha to be tested. This is going to be real last minute.
Rotation's coming, but it won't be there in time.
20 segundos.
This gets ugly, Stu. He's talking 14 seconds, Buddha. He needs a multi. Some chip damage. They're getting across. And
Bien.
Hold on.
Bien.
Buddha stands his ground for a second to spare on the plant.
Llegaron a plantar.
Huaso Peak coming around from Banana. The bomb has gone down in time. But can Martinez and DGT forge a path back into the side? They have the kits, they have the smoke.
Nexa en coma.
DGT first contact. Martinez posted if Nexa goes wide. Monacy first contact. What an angle. Oh, and it's a Monacy show. And you've all got tickets. Just the 1v1 for Huaso now, but he doesn't really have the time. Nexa can hide out, rock the clock. He's getting run down by a USP.
NT. 4-3, 4-3. Buen retake.
Huge shots from Monacy there. Sharp on the AK-47 is the kill.
4-3, 4-3.
3v3 retake beat bomb site time against them. The defense, yeah, you were getting real worried about that clock, and I'm sure G2 were as well. The pressure on at that moment.
NT.
That angle on the smoke he got there, Stewie with a very impactful frag that totally shadowed by this lovely sequence.
Mata al Auster ahí.
Stewie was even hoping for that smoke to land, right? We see it front side, but was he trying to bounce it towards Coffins through their block smoke regardless? They still stick the landing. 1 round difference. Hero rifles in the mix for 9Z, so how impactful can DGT and Max be? The rest not operating with a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think they probably consider it a win if they can be competitive. They don't just get rolled over in this one.
Well, right now, DGT, you can see on the radar, he's just floating at the moment. Doesn't really have a home, but if you are going to invest into these 2 rifles and you want to win the round, you need to make sure that you're in the right place when the attack comes in. G2 continuing to diversify the playbook a little bit.
Okay,
pressure this time. Full mid control on the menu. Only short and long. Space completely taken, and Nico even applying a little bit more smokes, flashes, and a long wrap on the cards.
Bien, buenísimo, dormido uno. 4v4, buen tradeo. Lo vio.
Martinez should be a dead man here. Next is cooking. And headshotting.
Mete.
This is a free kill.
Oh, that was on the rifle as well. Yeah, Max was not prepared for the angle.
Okay.
If just Hunter is the casualty, Buddha's done well to retrieve a rifle. He'll get out of there.
Stewie should have heard him.
Oh yeah, he's in hot pursuit. But Buddha has the need for speed. Fits around the corner in time.
Well, they're going to hunt him. Nexus has been able to cut off Banana, so there's really no way out for Buddha. And with the time really against him, he should be losing this A1S.
Oh, you peek, you are dead. Nexa is actually going to adopt a more passive line.
Okay, saben que está ahí.
It's a lot of time. You can see G2 continuing to constrict.
No.
Process of elimination will take top Banana a likelihood, but they don't know about Ruins, back B site.
Okay, lo van a
this
dejar.
would be a luxury into the next round, but with the 1900 and where their finances are currently at, I think we see 90 go for the buy again, and maybe a little bit surprising that they didn't invest into this round fully.
Okay, NT, 4-4. 4-4.
And he does get to retain. So that's it.
NT, guarda.
6K. That means that if they really want to get the AWP into the hands of Martinez, they can. Right, Buddha will be able to buy himself head armor or Kevlar. They could drop an AWP across, bring that into the mix, and that's likely the discussion that 9Z are having right here, right now.
Aguante Monter, viejo. Aguante Monter.
Seeing Stewie back after, 2 years away from wearing a professional jersey, Chad, has it given you the itch?
No, I think Stewie, he's still very young. I think, even though he's achieved an awful lot in his career, into Grand Slam, all that good stuff.
Yeah, major win, North American soil.
He's just gone on a brief hiatus. Apparently, he wants to be back on the screens. I remember Stewie back 2015 to an RGN LAN when I was in Renegades, and I was talking to him about the event. He's like, yeah, one day I'm going to be on Cloud9, and well, he was.
Oh, that's gangster.
He definitely was.
I mean, he manifested it. He knew what he wanted. And then there was Pyramids and Clay and all of that. Just ask Nico, who's currently side by side with him.
Yeah, which is why we have a bit of the odd couple in the server right now.
Interesting to watch Stewie's procedures here. He's trying to take top Banana. He just throws out the flash and a nade to ward off or punish anyone playing towards the fallen angle.
Yeah, you can see he doesn't want to hang around to take too much flak damage from utility as well, though. So they're allowing 9Z to rifle through their nades. Martinez does have that AWP, which could be used in lieu of util, but he's currently posted up towards that long side. And when we've seen G2 go through these mid protocols, they've been Molotoving Porch and long. Hunter has another MAC-10, Alex.
Yeah, deliberate.
Okay.
Martinez, his vision is obscured. The AWP forced to relocate. More util setting up the rest of the G2 squad. It's Monacy providing that.
Buena esquina, mío.
And they've got an awful lot of control, at least towards A, with still 60 seconds for the final play. Now being smoked off, this is forcing a decision out of the T's. Do you stick around, or do you concede for the reclear?
Yeah, nice util for 9Z to
lo vieron.
Top mid control.
Yo tengo al humo que los matan a los dos.
But apparently time, not an issue for G2. Happy to run the clock right down.
Mío. Yeah, that's true. Seguramente te pide ganar en dólares y no tiene una skin en el out.
Finish, so
tiene sentido.
Sound peak you've had.
Illogic.
Nice little triple so far. You might need another one. You are on an absolute island, son.
Okay.
This B, it's just pressure. It's just a fake. And he's stuck back off. He might get caught by a timing.
Fake B.
Trust your gut. Trust your instinct. Quaso Peak has got a lot to do here. G2 about to try and waterfall into him. He tries the first and gets away, repositions the bomb on Monacy, an important trade, and that's the flag. Martinez makes things interesting. The bomb on the floor, it will be scooped up by Nexa.
Lo viste en el medio,
For the post plant, an important job for Nico, but there is a big one from DGT. Takes down Nico, bomb ticking, Stu and Nexa, they're going to struggle. They're in trouble. 2v4 around in the corner of the double peak. Stewie needs to double up on that. The angle has been spotted out. Nectar on the pit will be responsible for long side. Stewie's holding it for now. Good work from Buddha. Only Stewie can come on clutch and it's denied. Buddha, solid work. And despite not having the resources on the A site, they remain composed.
Martinez getting one and Hassel doing the same is huge, right? The fact that they go 1 for 1 and then the pivot towards middle, the slow down.
Mira la cantidad de birras que hay ahí,
boludo. Looking at that collection. The fans have been having fun. The signs work.
I was going to say, that is quite a beer wall.
A beer wall.
Right, normally we get a beer snake, but a beer wall?
The revival is on. Yeah, North American Counter-Strike, man. It's been a bumpy road.
Could take a headset.
Not bad at all. Stewie's gonna take this bitch a whole mile. 1.6 of those.
Sentado por Buda. Sentado by Buda. Ok, doble head.
When in run.
No fue head. Okay. NT. ¿Qué le estás preguntando? ¿Si le anda mal la PC para pausar el game? Boludito. No, amigo, 9Z es simplemente mejor. No es que te anda mal la PC, boludo. Sos malo. Admitilo, boludo. 9Z es mejor. No busques excusas de mierda. Lo vio. Casi.
That happened so quickly. Did he stand in the flames?
NT. Bien. 4v5. Desventaja numérica.
This is going to have to likely be a gamble stack from 9Z unless a kill is given over by G2. They're searching on their own.
No pasa nada. Somos CT, somos policías, somos de la federal. Tenemos apoyo del gobierno. Vamos a matar a los terroristas. Literal. Como si estuviese jugando al The Division. Ay, mira vos. Timing, amigo. Timing. Buen juego, un buen amolo.
Max knows he has to
fight. 9Z.
It's a flash available to try and set this up. They're blocked for now again, and good timing on this util.
Yeah, last time this did make G2 uncomfortable, but they managed to get into the site with just a couple of seconds to spare. Next are trying to keep the A players busy. I know DGT and Max have both started to
to
that flame.
Pushean B, no hay nadie en B.
And so with the B side wide open, G2 they're just puppet mastering their way into some of these rounds here.
Ok, no hay nadie en B. Planta,
it's like Inferno 1-on-1. It's one of the reasons G2's Inferno has been so successful for them is they can keep the presence, they can keep the deception, and make that right choice, an educated gamble.
That is the change for them in this matchup compared to some of the others in this tournament, is they are doing a whole lot more on the rest of the map. It was so much B play.
Tenso,
focus.
Focus.
DGT came over to investigate, and he's quite lucky with the redeploy of the CT smoke. Also surprisingly, Nexa hasn't really been too disruptive on this lurk.
Okay.
He's essentially secured the round, but I thought he might go looking and get a kill or two. Removing these rifles would be great.
DGT.
Looks like DGT might not be able to bring that AK into the next round for the CT.
Lo vio.
Oh.
No.
Get your nose off the monitor.
Oh dear.
Lean back in your chair.
No me diga que pasa otra vez lo mismo, por favor. No. Lo mismo de Buda, no. No puede pasar otra vez esto, amigo, por favor. No puedo creer, tiene el monitor acá y no lo vio, boludo. Qué locura. Dios, qué locura. Pagaría por ver la reacción de Buda a esa play. Ay, no lo puedo creer, amigo.
Another bit of a laugh about that one, but alright.
Kun Luki.
Turning point in the half, only 2 rounds remaining. So you win this one, you wipe the board, you can walk away with 7. I'd say you need to win this to give yourself something to fight with.
Oh, Martino's just losing his head.
Bien, 1v1.
AK-47.
Nunca llego a entender cómo puede ser que un rifle mate un Auper, boludo. El Auper es un tiro y el rifle tiene que pegarte 3 tiros para que lo mate. Ok. 4v2. Ay, 4v3. 3v2. No sé contar. Perdón, me llevé matemática. 3v2.
Obscure view and facilitate a reposition. Still grabs that molly. Try and clear out the close cubby. The bullet doesn't really have the health to deny this, so picking up the bomb and making their move into the side. That smoke is fading. And as Stewie punches in the code, it's all onto Nexa. They don't choose to push to punish the 1v2.
Bien de bot, digamos.
So now this 3v2 takes shape once more. Can G2 count on Stewie and Nexa to make a sick the reality?
A ver el retake de 9Z, otro retake. ¿Saldrá bien este? Bien, van por el otro lado donde no hay humo. Quieren entrar por los dos lados. Por lo visto, ok. Molo donde no hay nadie.
Stewie's going to have to build a round out of this. If Nexa goes down, it's
bien.
And Stewie in the clutch has got this.
1v1.
Just DGT. A tap to the jump is all that's required.
He's going to find the kid. He's got to have one.
No.
I don't know.
It's going to be close.
Hold your breath. Stewie can't do it. A second long. DGT composed. Didn't get
estas rondas ganan los games, viejo. Estas rondas ganan los games, viejo. Bien. DGT in the fucking corner. Wow. A un milisegundo de que explote la bomba.
Alright, well that's kept the minute for potentially 9Z with the 7th on the half. Remember, this is G2's pick. We've got Dust2 coming up next.
Qué locura, amigo.
Back and forth for the last spree of rounds. Aggression again, Max. This time he's straight in for the fight towards second middle.
Aggressive setup like this, it might be disruptive.
Ay, mira.
The smoke implies something fishy at first. Spam from Nico.
Ay, no, ¿por qué? ¡Qué hurto que tiene ese burro, amigo! A 2. ¿Cómo, amigo?
Nico with a double kill, round-defining double kill. He hasn't seen either of them.
And they're still bothering to execute on towards B.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
9-0 in absolute tatters. Nexa can probably deal with this.
Le da toda la vuelta.
On the half.
Max.
Wow, Nico teaching us how to do it.
Dormido. Retake. Yo creo que 9Z debería guardar igual. Pero se ve que lo van a intentar, boludo.
Quaso peeking Max, yeah, good luck. I mean, you already smoked off 4 players.
Buen daño. No le pegó a nadie igual, pero buen daño.
And so is the half.
6-6. Ok. Muteamos ahí un segundo para recordarles que es 9Z contra el maldito G2, gente, ok. Historia, boludo. Historia. Hay que sentarnos un poquito, está bien la emoción, la euforia, pero hay que sentarnos a pensar que 9Z le ganó a Mouse, el top 1 del mundo, le ganó a Vitality, que es el top 3, al maldito Saigu le ganó, que es el mejor player del CS, literal, y le ganó a Team Liquid con el maldito Twists. Y ahora está jugando contra G2, empatando 6-6 contra G2 en Inferno, boludo. En una semifinal de un torneo Tier S. No, esto es una locura. Esto es una fucking locura. No sé, no conozco mucho de eSport, pero no sé si tipo, si habrá algún equipo tipo de Latinoamérica que tipo haya, ¿cómo se dice? Como llegado a un punto tan importante, en un torneo tan importante como es este, boludo. Por lo menos en el CS. Es un torneo Tier S, literal. Qué locura, amigo. Bien, 2 minutos al peo. A ver, ¿de qué podemos hablar? En el LoL no podemos hablar del LoL porque se los cogen en el LoL, básicamente. Corea se vive cogiendo a la TAM en el LoL. Brasil está bastante mejor que la TAM en el LoL. Por lo menos hasta donde yo sé. Yo no veo mucho LoL tampoco, no te voy a mentir. Pero bueno, ok, 6-6. A ver, ¿este mapa qué será? TT, CT... Porque a ver, si fuese CT... Ir a un 6-6 al medio tiempo es una paja porque ahora 9Z le tocaría a TT. A ver, vamos a buscar en Google. A ver. ¿Cómo se busca? Inferno. CS2. CT o TT. Literal, parezco un abuelo buscando eso. Según los mejores del mundo, DAS 2, TT Inferno. ¿Qué me importa? Busqué Inferno, amigo. ¿Qué bando tiene posibilidad Inferno? Gracias de antemano. ¿Cómo? CT. Inferno es de CT sin duda. Ok, Inferno es CT. Cagamos, digamos. Cagamos. Literal cagamos. No pasa nada, no pasa nada. Somos 9Z, viejo. Dale. Ok. Bien, mirá cómo lo tenemos alteradito al Nico. Al maldito Nicolás. Lo tenemos alterado. Qué locura, amigo. Saquen screenshot, por favor. Yo estoy flipando todavía, te juro. Siento que es un sueño, amigo. 9Z contra G2. Wow, qué locura, amigo. Wow. Ok, 6-6 en un mapa que en teoría es CT. Va a ser complicado, pero nunca se sabe. Porque tenemos al maldito DGT in the corner. Tenemos al maldito Maxi. Al maldito Martínez Sa. Al maldito Buda. Y al fucking Guaso Pick. El Exotic Pick. Me gusta, me gusta. Bien, 10 segundos. Ok, perdió Spirit. Con Vitality. No me la contés que perdió Spirit, amigo. ¿En serio pasó Vitality a la final? Se fue recogido el maldito Dunk. ¿Puede ser que se fue cogido Dunk? Sí, tiene que ser, tiene que ser, tiene que ser. A ver. ¿Se fue cogido Dunk? ¿El motherfucking Dunk? Sí, mira que va afuera, boludo. Todo a 0. Ok, vamos 9Z. La segunda es la vencida contra Vitality. Ok. Se viene el segundo tiempo. Ok. Nervios de acero. Nervios de acero.
If the champs didn't make it evident, we are here on USA soil.
That's home soil for G2.
That's right, G2 and the revival of North American Counter-Strike. There's a lot of anticipation in the air to see just how far G2 can push this. We talk about winning, we talk about the potency of pressure, but when you've got nothing to lose, it is easier to win. But right now, they're starting to believe there might be something at stake.
Vamos.
Se
viene el segundo tiempo.
This is supposed to be a favorite map to G2 and a 6-6 half right down the middle, chat.
Well, I would say that's more than par for the course for G2. Right, their CT side is
where
they do their best work, where the individuals get to lock things down. So right now, in my opinion, they're the favorite to take.
Sacar la pistol es un punto a favor para 9Z, ¿ok? Tiene que sacar la pistol, sí o sí. Si no se le va a complicar una banda. Hablo porque no tengo ni idea de esto. Ok. Ok, NT.
Crispy stuff. Shooting gallery for Monacy. Putting that aim on display. He can do it with everything. The AWP.
¿A quién reemplazó Stewie en G2, boludo?
And we'll get it from his perspective. Just
plucks him out of the air.
Remove it.
No importa, mostrarme las jugadas de 9Z, no de G2. ¿A quién reemplazó Stewie en G2? Pero no te pauses, ¿no?
That's both pistols for G2.
You know it's good when he's impressed. He's impressing himself.
Discussed it in his own.
A Huxi.
And look what that's led to. Oh, I can feel it in my waters, Chad.
Yeah, Glock round, right?
You know, oh, sorry, yeah, that's actually a bit scary. But I'm looking at Monacy, and this is a man that's not afraid to take a duel right now.
He's got the bloodlust right now.
Oh, yeah. He's got his helmet, he's got his M4, and he's got that bloodlust. Just wants to get this formality over
recordemos, en teoría el mapa es CT,
así
que 9Z va a tener que hacer un esfuerzo doble
They are very passive across the map right
para
now.
intentar
G2,
ganar
no pressure towards Banana.
el
That also
mapa,
means that information. Monacy got a little bit over towards middle, but he's playing with that rifle at range. They are playing this one extremely safe. Modern day Counter-Strike, you tend to play a lot more transitional, right? You
la
go
tele,
for the
el
field,
guarda,
you drop back into a different setup.
Fatoa.
Right now, they've essentially started passive, and Monacy
sentado por bot, 4v4. Piquen juntos, piquen juntos. Bien. 2v3, ok.
Give us another G2.
Ok, 2v2.
Next are down in the pit to the double Glock, and now it's a 2 versus 2 on an eco. This is G2's hardest round somehow, inexplicably.
De una eco.
Continue to go wrong, but Stewie, he says he knows how to win these rounds, and now he's doing just that. Forces the cancel.
Buenísimo. Recarga, por favor. Ah, no.
Comes down to a 1 versus 1. Stewie.
Bueno, es una win igual. Sacaron 2-3 armas de una eco. Mataron un par de ellos. Es win, creo. Si somos optimistas, es bastante clean ese round. Sentado por bot.
G2, this is just a reality. But these type of rounds are the bane of
NT.
their existence.
Wow.
They just get across the line.
NT. ¿Es Bui este round?
Never be so close. That was literally just Glocks.
Ok, es Bui.
Okay.
4 AKs, una Galil. Mucha utilidad. Ok, timeout de G2. Están transpirando, están haciendo así G2. Wow. ¿Cómo puede ser que un equipo de Argentina nos saque tanto? Literal.
On the mic now, just to make sure they're situated. This is going to be guns. This is the big round.
The ramifications have just been turned up to 11.
I see you.
Because we just lost 4 players in the previous. And now if they win this round, we're going to have absolutely nothing going into the next.
Peanuts. A couple of gummy bears.
They've been able to get out 4 M4s, 2 MP9s, so as far as the firepower is concerned, 9Z have them trumped.
How does this smoke exchange boil out? I see Martinez has thrown that from
Look at
smoke.
this, straight up the cut, Alex.
Oh, yeah, no. No hesitation.
Okay.
Hunter's getting a lot of pressure from his
Dormido por bot.
Takes him down, Monacy keeps it level.
NT, 4v3.
By finding Buddha, Max had some damage inflicted, and Max has got...
Ok, Max metido en el medio.
Gonna have to try and make a hero maneuver here.
A ver, DGT. Igual lo escucharon a Max, creo. Escucharon los pasos, los pasitos, porque es chiquito. Bien, Nico. Sos bot. Buen daño. Daño aceptable.
Very uncomfortable for 9Z. Certainly not impossible.
Stewie has to address the possibility of B, so he's rotated back, no longer in CT's
Let's go, 9Z.
Supporting, he's just cutting
Let's go, 9Z.
Rompí todo.
Para la nueva película de Deadpool. Ya tengo a mi compañero acá. Buenísimo. Nos da suerte, 3v2. Nos da suerte. Lo vieron. Lo vieron. Uno está cantado. El otro también, porque tiró una molo ahí, medio troll. Ok. Bien, sentado por bot. 2v1. 8v7, viejo. Bien, 8v7. Tengo un perfume acá que no sé si está abierto o qué. Solo tira cuando lo aprieto, boludo. En realidad era un perfume para el auto. Pero no entra en el repuesto. Una locura el olor, re rico, una gana de tener una minita. Locura. Decirle, ¿oliste mi nuevo Glade? Color, pero... Y una Scout para Monesi.
These are individuals who, wow, we spoke about it. They came last to IEM Chengdu.
Un olor a OT tiene este mapa.
8-7. Every game they play,
un olor a OT tiene.
Like a dream. This is what you're playing for.
Un olor a Glade.
I know that would unravel the NA revival and the return of Stewie 2K, but regardless, 9Z, they have quite the story as well.
Last place in Chengdu. I mean,
they lost to G2 in the best of one, and then they lost to Heroic.
And now look at them, flying oh so high in Dallas.
Creo que está diciendo que en Chengdu 9Z jugó contra G2 y Heroic. Puede ser, no sé, no tengo ni idea. Sé que jugó un IEM antes, pero no sé si es el de Chengdu. Debe ser, porque si lo dice el chabón. Bien, 40 segundos. Okay. Buenísimo con la Scout. Exotic Pick. Okay. Bien. 7 puntos de vida le sacó nomás. Alto bot. Bien, muerto uno. Sentado por Buda. Ok. Bien, buenísimo. 4v2. Ok, no pueden. No pueden contra el fucking 9Z, viejo. No pueden. Está diciendo, te estoy diciendo, G2 es malísimo, te estoy diciendo, dijo Maxi. Qué locura, man. Bien. Mirá cómo transpira, Nicolás. Está así, Nicolás. Literal, ayer G2 estompeó a FaZe y hoy está ahí, dudoso, dubitativo. Nada que ver con el G2 Stomper de ayer, literal. Pero dejemos de hablar, nos empezamos a confiar, no está piola eso. Literal. FaZe desde que empezó el CS2 estuvo en todas las finales, menos en la SL, la última SL que ganó Maus. Estuvo en todas las finales menos SL y esta, la Gala. Pero estuvo en la final de la Blast, estuvo en la final de Chengdu, la final del Major que perdió con Navi. La final de la Thunder Peak el año pasado, a fin de año, jugó un torneo en Asia, en Dubai creo, no sé, algo ahí, no sé qué carajo. En WhatsApp Peak, por cogerse a Hunter, lo vio, buenísimo, buen daño, lo viste, excelente, bien. ¿Será un 9-8 esto? ¿Será un fucking 9-8? Guarda que si te matan. Ok, buenísimo. Buenísimo. 9-8, 9-8. Vamos, Budita.
Stages of these two halves, there's been multiple rounds where 9Z have gone back to back with 5 staying alive. They did 3 consecutive in the first half. Now they've done 2. If they do it again right now, surely not. They're up against the guns of G2. They'll be setting the red carpet.
9-8, 9-8.
And then go into their turf of dust too.
I mean, we've seen a scout, but no Monacy Orb. On the CT side, I think that's a huge contributing factor into when G2 CT side feels locked down.
Only 2 incendiaries as well for G2. I know they've been nerfed, but that's still going to make things a little bit tougher. Lower crowd control utility.
Stewie's quite isolated here. He's committed, so if there's a Molotov,
you're in trouble, mate.
He's going to be isolated. Overlooked. Stewie gets a free frag, and if he finds the second, the round is done. He's getting overwhelmed.
Bien, bien. Tradeo, 4v4.
Drawn out trade, but it's provided nonetheless.
Yeah, someone's definitely looking down upon Stewie. Not cleared in that moment. Gets one that's probably more than it was worth considering the circumstances.
There's a lot of util landing towards Nico and Hunter. The cousins partner up.
Coming in.
Nice work from Hunter.
Okay, 3v3, tradeo.
Nico, solid at the first. Oh, and look at the precision. Makes the second. Look, all too easy. The third is asking too much.
Planta, llega a plantar. Buenísimo. 2v1. Tranqui, tranqui, tranqui. Respiremos, respiremos, respiremos.
Very crispy with the rifle so far.
Que vengan, déjalos que vengan, déjalos que vengan. NT, NT, NT. Ok, 9-9, olor a OT, yo lo dije. Olor a OT tiene esto. Bien, 9-9.
The detail in that round and why that's so easy in the 1-on-2 is because they knew exactly where Martinez was planting. And Monacy, instead of extending his swing for the fight, he took a passive angle to make sure that Martinez could only be from their perspective on the left-hand side of the site. So that meant they could have just focused their attention completely on triple oranges, and you can see they're both laser beaming in that direction.
Un Lucky. Hay compra, hay compra. Hay plata todavía.
Considering how that scenario
NT, NT, NT.
But still a bit
okay, tienen 2 AKs, 2 MI4. Una Mac, una fucking Apple Mac.
An aggressive pick to apply some early banana pressure.
Toma, agarró una gula, amigo. Van a comer pija argentina. Arre, ¿quién era G2?
Between the legs of Martinez and Buddha.
Me deshereda, boludo. Sí, Martí. Tranqui. Raro entrar con el Auper. Pero puede ser.
Hunter just keeping his head down and mopping up.
Lo vio.
Distraction, shoulder from Nico. Tries to delay with the incendiary. The flash is great, but no one goes down.
Bien, no murió nadie.
It's all 5 top banana for 9Z. They definitely wanted to punish if they got the pick. DGT. Scary
DGT.
game right now in the smoke. Has to be
bien que suena ese nombre en inglés, amigo. DGT.
Plenty of time available, but the nade, that'll send him packing.
Buen daño.
Look at the util still for a 9Z execute. They're just allowing these rifles and orb to search, but they will have to explode.
They've been flying blind this whole time on A.
Vamos, exotic pick.
Question is this a full commit? But as the two smokes stay land,
Guaso no es una palabra en chileno.
Their trusty steeds, they need to get it to the A site stat.
Como no seas guaso.
Guaso peak already on the warpath. Monacy has to find a decision, find an angle he's comfortable on. It's Nexa that will be the first contact.
Bien, quemándose.
Martinez has been brought even low. Nexa, what's he done that for? Didn't want to take a fight. Now from behind, Hunter's down, and with 7 seconds, they're punching in the code. Scraps of HP on the majority, and a Guaso peak double takes down Nico.
No, estoy flipando lo que acaba de hacer ese bot. No, estoy flipando lo que acaba de hacer ese bot.
They are just hanging on by a thread in some of these rounds. I have to ask more questions of that Nexa death.
I was focused on the flank. I was looking at the Stewie and Hunter just absolutely teaming quickly down banana up middle. So he's gonna stood in the flames, and what's happened there?
Like maybe
look, you're a pit anchor, you want to try and delay, you know that flank's coming fast, but that just looks like a massive fumble from Nexa, and it's important.
No, estoy flipping. Literal. ¿Qué hizo ese bot, amigo? What?
They just stayed as a pack.
Yep. And the util was there. We discussed, you know, the penny drop, the B rotate was on its way, but the util was there to block the positioning and
¿Qué hizo ese bot, amigo? What?
Admittedly, Nexa did concede a very powerful position in the crossfire he had established with Monacy.
Qué desubicado, qué desubicado.
A cockerel.
Y la banderita de Italia ahí arriba. Qué buen mapa era el de Italy en el CS 1.6, amigo. Italy tenías el de la nieve, tenías el del avión. ¿Estado por bot? Okay. Bien, ok. 3v3. Tradeo, lo vio. ¿Qué otro mapa había? El de la nieve creo que era de Rusia. No, otra vez. ¡No! Nexa, ¿qué te pasa, amigo? Que desinstale el jueguito ese pibe, amigo. ¿Qué hace? O sea, God, porque es mejor para 9Z, pero ¿qué hace ese pibe? Desinstalarlo, amigo. Ese pibe se va a ir de G2 ni bien termina el game, literal. ¿Qué hace ese pibe? 2 rondas más, 2 rondas más. Screenshot al resultado, screenshot. No se está cogiéndose a G2, viejo. Sacar esta ronda y fue, no tienen compra para la próxima, amigo. No tienen compra para la próxima si pierden esto. Bien, bien. Bien. Un poquito de daño. 2, bien, mira la vida de Nico, la vida de Nicolas Cage. Ok, 3v5, pero 4, ponele. Ok, se puede, todavía se puede, todavía se puede. Ok, denle el out a Nico, porque está todo cogido. Ok, mirando la pared, Nico. Ok. Viene de atrás. El maldito Monesi. Sentado por DGT. NT. Tenemos plata para un próximo round. Tranqui. Hay plata para un próximo round. No se preocupen, seguimos teniendo un punto arriba.
I honestly think he should just rock the MP9.
Chill.
His playstyle, he always wants to keep moving.
Sigue habiendo guita.
But the crowd like that one, the hometown hero.
Sigue habiendo guita.
One of North America's greats. It's not what anybody was expecting, but it's definitely delivered the content, and that's what Stewie's all about, the attitude with it. The scalps they've taken on this road. It's been no easy beat for either team, but G2's had the spotlight. The complexity M80, Team Liquid. Nah, G2 with Stewie 2K. That's the North American representation.
Yeah, of all the teams in attendance.
¿G2 es de Norteamérica? ¿En serio? Mentira.
Operating with a stand-in to make such a
competitive no es de España, boludo.
Here at the Intel Extreme Masters.
Un olor a OT tiene esto. Yo lo dije desde el round 5, lo digo.
Right now. Nico jump spot with the smoke. He's gonna get the information from Stewie that there's noise towards the T stairs. Do they want to take the fight or do they want to block them? Well, there's your answer. Walking through, do they clear Stewie?
Bien. Sentado por bot, por Yankee. Sentado.
Spoiled for choice and it's up to Nico! A triple kill! Oh, and it's a quad! Nico! He gives us all the tutorial and locking it down. 9Z sent back to spawn by Nikola Kovac.
Has to get that focus right on. He's doing the in-game leadership here in Not the biggest fan of CS2 in the early days, but rounds like this, that's gonna change the tune.
Okay. NT.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. You know who you're up against. The world #1 rifler. Getting situated into the new engine, but when you have rounds like that, sequences like that from Nico, it serves as a reminder.
Okay. Hay plata. Yo creo que van a hacer como una compra media. Ok, media compra. Media compra para hacer un full buy en la próxima. Me gusta la compra. Bien, media compra. Ok, para tener plata para la última ronda. Ok, G2 tiene plata para una próxima compra. En caso de un último round. Que lo va a ver igual. Porque tipo van 11-11, pero... Ok. ¿Qué propone 9Z? A ver. ¿Qué propone 9Z en Italia? Ok. FB. Una molo. Una fucking molo. Una smoke. Fuego. Troll. El fuego. Puede ser. Bien, subido en el balcón de la nana. DJT está subido en el balcón de la abuela, de la nona.
This passive nature of Hunter and Nexa, they're still flying blind as to what could be occupying the brackets and apartments. You can see Monacy acknowledging that gap.
Okay. Hay round para laburar, 40 segundos. Round para laburar. Tranqui, respiremos.
35 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. It's time for Nexa to redeem himself. This is an important round for G2.
Dale, Nexa, burro, que mate otra vez.
Smoke to segregate, but this elevated angle. What's Nexa's pre-aiming? Lovely work from the both of them. After one. Monacy just in time to catch Wassa peak.
Bien, daño de mierda, no le pegó nada. Que vengan ellos. Ustedes se quedan quietos, que vengan ellos. Ellos tienen que venir. 2v3. Bien. Ay, no. Ah, mira vos. NT. Ay. NT.
The heart rate for G2 has to be through the roof. Again, just another one of these lighter investments, and 9Z almost cracked through.
I thought it was happening for a second there. Hunter and Nexa, they get their one. That kill from Monacy helped level the odds prior to the arrival of Nico, and Nico catching this elevated angle. Oh, it's frustrating, no doubt. So close to manifesting a brilliant 12th round. Instead, it's G2's. Strap in, folks. This could be quick.
Ok, full compra. Puede ser último round. Bueno, es último round. Pido perdón. No estoy muy acostumbrado al CS. Al CS2. A ver qué propone 9Z.
With so much at stake, you don't want to be the one to step a foot wrong.
Comprate una skin. Parece AUP.
Working on this banana control, need to get past Monacy if they go for the boost. He's quick!
Oh, sheesh!
No entendí nada, mira, te juro.
Birdo's on notice right now.
You got a question where he's even looking. Is he even focused on the crosshair or the boost? He's just ready to pull it?
Carajo, amigo, hizo pum.
Absolute muscle.
Estaba mirando para allí, hizo pum.
What? Makes sense, we are in the States.
Flipo. Flipo, tío.
Nico, he's been dispatched to provide support to the A finish.
Buen daño.
50 HP for Nexa. Anticipating a Molotov. Max ahead. Perhaps of the expectation, the timing was there. Hunter was too. And now he's bleeding. Nade doesn't finish him off. 10 HP. Now Nexa deploys the extinguish.
Bien. Aprendió de sus errores.
Nico, this is the element of surprise. And he's
Atrás. Bien. 4.
The multi-kills keep on coming. And G2 taking it regulation.
Ok. NT.
What a performance from Nico. 25 kills. where G2